maturing Christian. Bible engagement, obeying God and denying self, serving God and others, sharing Christ, exercising faith, seeking God, building relationships, and unashamed transparency. Our conclusion: God shapes congregations through the shaping of the individual lives of people, and this shaping doesn't just happen randomly. God grows us as we place ourselves in a position of obedience to receive that growth. Today there is a discipleship deficit in the church. Upon hearing about this, more than one concerned leader has asked us, what should we do, and how should we do it? These leaders want to know the best ways to turn this deficit into a culture of robust discipleship. That's where a book like Rediscovering Discipleship comes in. In this book, Robby Gallaty writes about how the Great Commission must impact the way we discuss and engage in discipleship in our churches. In Part 1, Robby outlines the need to know the man Jesus before you go on his mission. This is crucial. Too many of us are so focused on what we're supposed to do for Jesus that we lose focus on Jesus himself. Robby spends a great deal of time and energy outlining Jesus and his methods so that we do not forget about the man who sends us on the mission. In Part 2, Robby dives deep into specific methods of discipleship, showing how the church can effectively make disciples in order to live on the mission Christ has for us. Robby is a great thinker, and he lays out helpful, practical, and realistic strategies that local churches can implement to multiply disciples who live on mission in their everyday lives. Today we need to once again rediscover discipleship, and Robby points us in the direction to do that in the way Jesus modeled and directed for us. Ed Stetzer, author of Subversive Kingdom, www.edstetzer.com. Introduction. Anything old is old-fashioned to much of the Western world. However, two movements that altered the course of human history were the Renaissance, from 1300 to 1700, and the Reformation, from 1500 to 1600, both of which recovered or rediscovered what was lost. By looking into the past, they were able to take giant strides forward. A return to discipleship will enact the Reformation of the 21st century. The strategy is not new. The method has been time-tested and is culturally relevant in any context. Discipleship works as well in a small rural church as it does in a major city megachurch. A seasoned pastor can experience the same results as an inexperienced minister. Laymen without seminary education or years of ministerial experience are able to reach the nations by implementing these core discipleship principles. Yet my driving motive for writing this book is not to raise the banner of discipleship. It's a clarion call for cultivating a deeper walk with Christ. I am passionate about disciple-making because my desire is to obey Jesus. When a person grows closer to him, the yield will be discipleship. Discipleship is effective because it empowers believers to shoulder the work of ministry. Every individual in a discipleship ministry has another person they are working with. Disciples, many for the first time, are equipped to take responsibility for their faith and ownership for their God-given ministries. We are here because the first disciples took Jesus at his word. They made Jesus' last words their first work. What would happen if we did the same? I believe we would rediscover what it means to be a New Testament church. The greatness of the Great Commission. What makes the Great Commission so great? It is that small two-letter prefix.